who ride LA public transit is they continue to hear about these violent, unprovoked assaults, and it's scaring them away. This is the violent struggle, an LA Dash bus driver fending off a homeless woman who was able to drag her out from behind a plexiglass barrier off the bus and into the sidewalk, where she continues to throw punches. This happened in South LA around 1 o'clock Sunday afternoon. Witnesses say the assailant turned violent after she was denied access.
So I definitely want to talk about this because I have had so many encounters with the homeless and the impoverished community who attack, yell at stuff, demand money, expect you to give your hard-earned money to them, and act as if you're wrong when you don't. Or when you don't want to interact with them, you're wrong. You're stuck up. You're the mean one. I don't care. I actually have a video on one of my channels. I don't know if it's my vlogging one or this one, but it's of a homeless guy demanding money from me, touching my vehicle, and then standing in front of it demanding money. So I started recording him, and I was cussing in that video, and they were like, "You're stuck up. Oh, tables do turn, and it could be you out there one day." I'm like, I would never touch someone's window demanding money from them. And when I was a child, I was homeless at one point when I was with a caregiver, not my dad, someone else who didn't pay their bills. And I was homeless for like a day or two. And we didn't go around begging, demanding money, and trying to fight people. We didn't do that. We didn't feel entitled to other people. That's insane to me. I have been without money to a certain extent. Like, of course I had my dad to lean back on. But even when I didn't have enough to buy the things I wanted or stuff like that, I never did this to anyone because there are food banks everywhere. See, like, let's really cut the BS because these homeless people, these impoverished people can lie to everyone else. There are food banks everywhere. You are fed, and you can't lie to me because I have been in these neighborhoods. You could lie to other people and try to guilt trip the 1%ers as if they care about you, but no. Everyone knows that there are endless opportunities for you to get money, to get a job, there's so many places, especially in these cities like LA and Baltimore and Atlanta, who offer jobs to these people and they won't keep them. And then they want to say it's mental illness, but then you give them medication. They're like, I don't want to take the medicine. I'm so sick of like everyone having to give them handout after handout after handout and for them to still be entitled. Like, at some point, you're responsible for your actions. You have always been. I am not with this. Like, no, I am not for one to be giving handouts to people who sit there, take it, have attitudes with people, feel entitled, think you owe them something. Like, no. Grow up. Like, I'm so sick of it. If it was up to me, first of all, she needs to be in jail for a while. Not just like, a slap on the wrist. She has mental illness. I don't care. She can get her medicine in jail. Because there's still consequences to your actions. It doesn't matter if you are mentally ill. And they put this crap in movies like, we should feel bad for them when they're the ones physically harming us. They're the ones attacking us. They're the ones demanding money from us. I'm not going up to them slapping them. I'm not going up to them punching them in the face. I'm not going up to them feeling like, you owe me money. You owe me money. You should want to help me. And I have done nothing for them. Like, this is the real world. And like, everyone is tired of dealing with it. And I mean everyone. Like, enough is enough. There's so many people who are like, when I was growing up, and I had to live in Brooklyn, Maryland for a while, there would be homeless men who would sexually harass us, expose themselves to us. That's not fucking mental illness. No, those people know what they're doing, and they're using their quote-unquote mental illness to get away with it. Because they know stupid people are going to be like, you know what? They just have a mental illness. No, they're a predator. That's probably why their family wants nothing to do with them. I'm so over this. Like, it's not... No one wants to hear it anymore. I don't know why anyone ever did. And I'm not talking about the people who are actually homeless because they have, like, went through something. Because those people are never like this. Those people are like bashful when they need help. Like, I've literally worked at food banks, and they're like, you know, like, I volunteered there, and they're like I'm sorry, like, I'm not usually like this. I know people need it more than me. And I'm like, no, like, please take this stuff. Like, that's why everyone's donating it. I've went to food banks before, but I would never feel entitled. Like, I've had people try to fight, like, the members, like, the team members of the food bank because they didn't get the type of ham they wanted. You're lucky someone's giving you food at all. Like, oh my goodness. I'm about to show this other clip.
But something's not working.
Last week's sick out staged by employees with LA County Metropolitan Transit Authority comes after a series of violent and deadly attacks. On April 22nd, a Metro train passenger was stabbed to death on her way home from work in Studio City. Her attacker, a homeless man with a lengthy criminal record. A few weeks earlier, a bus driver was stabbed by a passenger in Willowbrook. And in March, a transient armed with an airsoft gun hijacked a Metro bus and crashed into the Ritz-Carlton in downtown LA.
Bus drivers, train operators, Metro, they're being attacked.
Earl Hutchinson, president of the Los Angeles Urban Policy Roundtable, is now calling for roving security teams.
That provides a measure not only of security, but also it gives the drivers and the train operators a sense we're being protected.
A spokesperson with Metro says many of these unprovoked attacks are part of the twin crises of untreated mental illness and drug addiction. It goes on to say, quote, transit security officers are now riding the top 10 bus lines that have experienced greater number of operator assaults, and we are working on longer-term plans, which include the addition of even more dedicated transit security bus riding teams. Police did arrest the woman who attacked the bus driver in South LA. It's not clear what kind of charges she will face. I'm also told that local Teamsters Union is having an emergency meeting right now with LADOT. It tells me that their member, the bus driver, is a bit shaken up, but is safe tonight. That's the latest from downtown LA. I'm Rachel Menitoff. Cher, Micah, back to you in the studio.
All right.
Yeah, as I stated, I really don't care what type of drugs they're on, mental illness, any of that. You do not have the right to put your hands on people, put them in jail. They can get help in jail because it's not the public's fault that they're mentally ill, and it's not the public's fault that they are on drugs. I'm tired of the public and myself being attacked by people who need help. They can get help in jail. I mean, it's really that simple. And the people who defend that mess, like the people who defended that man who was banging on my car for money, standing and blocking my path so that I couldn't drive, yeah, that's weird, okay? And they were defending him because they are like that, and they do that themselves. They want to do whatever they want to people, and they want to get away with it. And when whoever's going to call it out, they're going to try to make themselves the victim. And then there was pick-me women in the comments, like, that could be you one day. Those just table sure do turn, and trying to flirt with the men in the comments. I'm like, I hope they pick you. But when they snap on you, or when they demand money from you, because we all know those type of men are going to be the ones who do that, enjoy it. Don't come crying over here, because I don't want to hear it. Like, I've literally had people do that to me. Like, you were right. After the men do exactly what we all know they're going to do. And this woman out there doing it too. It's not a gender thing, no. But those people are entitled. So they think it's okay to, like I said, harass people for money. You should want to help others. What have you done to help anyone? Tell me what you have done to help anyone. I'll wait. You can't guilt trip me. I'm so over this. Like, no. I'm so over it. That's all for this video. Thank you. Bye.